going to give us our educational moment.
Well, good morning, movers and shakers.
Good morning.
So the reason we all come here is to earn money, to receive referrals. We receive referrals by everybody deciding to join together and give referrals. I thought I would open it up again today like I did last week for an open conversation about referrals. So let's start by hearing your ideas about how can we effectively generate referrals, proactively generate referrals. Anybody have any ideas on that? Power teams, okay? Listening. And for anybody who might be a guest, I want to explain briefly what power teams are. Power teams are where we have different businesses who may have a similar target market, and they would tend to refer business often. So for example, maybe the plumbing and the HVAC might be on a power team, because one of those folks might be in someone's house and the topic comes up and they can refer the other. Or maybe the financial planner and the CPA could be on a power team. So power teams are one idea for generating referrals. Steve Barker says listening. You want to expound on that a little bit?
Yeah, people like to brag, complain, and plan. Okay? So if you're in a group of people and you're listening, those are good indicators of things that we may be able to help them with if they're bragging about something they did, complaining about something that they're going through, or planning, i.e. like a wedding.
Okay, and I think Steve Barker really hits the nail on the head, because it's listening, active listening while we're out in the community that enables us to generate those proactive referrals. Otherwise, we're simply reacting. And reactive referrals are fine. I just got one for Chris Welter this week. One of my clients said, hey, do you know an attorney that does this? Yes, I do. That's a reactive referral, nothing wrong with it, but if all we're doing is waiting for somebody to directly ask us for a connection, we're not going to generate as many referrals as if we do what Steve Barker's suggesting and we start listening for people's needs. How about you, Mike?
More of a proactive approach, but utilizing technology like LinkedIn to maybe look at another member's second connections and see if that's something that maybe they can introduce you to.
Okay. Mike and I have been talking about this during the last week, the way that he uses LinkedIn to do a little research, do a little homework, a little detective work on who he might want to meet and why, and how he might be able to help people or connect people. And in fact, I'm going to be working with Mike to learn more about his approach, and maybe you would consider talking to Mike as well. Any other ideas on how we can generate more referrals in the chapter? Or if anybody has something that's worked for them in the past that's really worked well.
Doing one-to-ones.
One-to-ones.
One-to-ones lead to 75% of all referrals.
Okay, so if we do more one-to-ones, we should have more referrals. And I can remember times personally when I've known a member for a period of time and I've done a one-to-one, maybe two one-to-ones, but then amazingly, you do another one-to-one and it sparks some ideas and you say, oh, I didn't realize you did that. And then boom, you have a new referral. So that's great. Were you going to say something else over here?
When you're communicating with your clients and prospects, you could close with, not is there anything else I can help you with, but is there anything else that you may be working on presently?
Mm-hmm.
That leaves an open-ended question to where they may say, remodel my house.
Right.
I'm having a challenge, or I am looking for insurance for my recently teenage turned child. So
Yeah, that's great, because now you're starting to ask your clients more questions, find out what all their needs might be, connect them, and not only does that help your fellow chapter members, but it also helps you, because now the client's saying, wow, he really took some extra time with me, did more than he needed to do, really helped me solve some problems that I didn't even know he was going to be solving for me. So that's a great idea, Steve. I thought I saw another hand go up. But maybe I didn't. Maybe somebody was scratching their forehead. How about ideas on effective referrals? Because we can give a referral that hits the mark, it's effective, and we can give a referral that maybe wasn't so strong. Anybody have any ideas on making effective referrals? How about Sam?
Sure, you can always tell somebody, you know, that somebody asks you for a referral for, I don't know, like building something, and you just say, yeah, I got a guy for that, that's fine. But if you give a positive referral, you tell somebody, yes, this is my guy, he's done work for me here, he's done work for this guy, he's done very good work. If you'd like to see a picture of something he's done, I have it, boom, on my phone. He'll be honest, he'll be straightforward. Giving a positive referral and generating that trust from me to you, extension of whoever I'm referring, I think would make it more effective.
Yeah, and Sam is hitting on a concept that is near and dear to my heart, because I believe that the sale should be happening at the time the referral is made. I am the type of person who does not like to have prospective clients come into my office. I don't like to feel like I'm having to sell them or beg them or compete against other people. I just want to show up and do my job. And I really want that sale to be made by the person referring. I want the person who's referring me to know me and to know my credibility and to feel confident enough to make the sale. And so Sam's hitting on an important point. Somebody says, hey, do you know somebody who does this? You could say, yeah, you know, sure. You could call this guy. Like, how strong is that? Not strong at all. Versus if you say, yes, I know this person, I've used him personally, he's done great work, I've been very satisfied with him, you know, and you build that person up, now that's a much more effective referral. So other ideas on effective
And to dovetail off of that, just to personally introduce that person, whether it be in person or a three-way conference call or even just an email that included all three parties. That, hey, Ryan, I want to introduce you to my friend.
That's a great way to do it.
Yeah, I agree. And even giving the person you referred to the phone number. So now, like, if I tell you, Jack, if I say, hey, you know, I was talking to somebody the other day, he should be giving you a call, Jack. How's that sound to you?
Oh boy,
You know? Yeah, because you're out of control, because I haven't given that phone number to you, so you are, you know, you have no ability to be proactive. But if I had gotten the phone number from the person and said, yes, Jack Brady can help you with that. In fact, I'm gonna get your number, I'm gonna have him call you. Now I've enabled you, the chapter member, to be proactive. Now you can call, you can follow up a couple times, and the person's more likely to act on it versus putting it off. So that would be another ingredient, in my opinion, to the effective referral, is giving the chapter member that phone number and that ability to communicate. But I'm looking at Chris Welter and our attorney friends in the room. Well, there's 3 attorneys in a row. Look at that. What's going on over there? You know, our attorney friends are prohibited by the code of ethics, is that what you call it? I don't know, behavior that they must follow as an attorney prohibits them from being able to, and Dr. Tommy is pointing to himself, so I didn't even realize that, but Dr. Tommy as a chiropractor, I believe, is also prohibited from calling the prospective patient or the prospective client. So we have to work, if we're referring to them, we have to work even harder to get people into action, because they can tend to procrastinate, right? Well, I know I need to take care of that legal matter, but you know, these documents, these papers, I'll just put it off. So emails connecting, like Jack Brady said, or personal introductions, or hey, why don't I schedule a lunch? In fact, that's a good idea. I should schedule lunch with that guy I referred you last week. Make it happen that way. Well, I feel like our time is running low, so thank you again for participating. I think this has been a great conversation. This has been your educational moment. Brian Wade, Tampa Financial.